Alrighty folks, we are on phase 3 of Drifter's Paradise renovation. So I just got this piece of styrofoam. They cut it for me to size so we could fit it in the Drifter mobile, but it's not quite fitting in there because there's a few jagged pieces of glass and it's real thick stuff. I don't really feel like picking it out, so I'm just gonna cut this little lip off here and then it should squeeze right in. So there we go. Alright, so we've removed the fridge and the microwave. You can see it's not ideal. I won't even be able to styrofoam that side, to be honest. So, and here's all the jagged pieces of glass I was talking about. I vacuumed what I could, but I'm not gonna frig around too much. So, yeah, let's plunk her in there and see how we go. Yes, that is gorgeous. Yes. Oh yeah, wow. That's perfect. All right, we'll put in a few screws and then we will styrofoam up the gaps and we'll call that good. This is the last major heat loss besides a few little nooks and crannies. This is gonna make a big difference. So problem, I just figured out, I never even really thought. Yeah, it basically, well, good thing it didn't harden. I would have locked myself in. All right, folks, to condense everything that's going to happen in the next few minutes, basically, once this can is open, you got to use it up. It's a one-time use. So here I'm just stuffing steel wool into a crack where I know the mice and whatever else was coming through. And I continue to seal up any other cracks and shit hits the fan. So this hole by the chimney, I could see there was a hole there. I then realized that it was a lot bigger than I thought, and it's raining here. And we basically have to kick the chimney in because it's completely rotten, and we find a massive hole. Critters have been coming in. It's a big deal, but we have to do it. The styrofoam was open. It ended up not being enough, but here's what happens. All right, so this chimney is just rotted to pieces. It's gonna fall off at any minute. So, and this is where they're getting in. That is where they're getting in, guaranteed. So we're gonna have to take care of business here. All right, so the rain was coming down. I was panicking a little bit, but basically I just grabbed a bunch of scrap wood and did a rough patch over the holes, just enough to keep bigger critters out. I'm sure there was other ways they were getting in, but I just used what I had and sealed up the holes. We'll do a better patch when the weather is nicer. With the styrofoam and chimney fiasco out of the way, it was time to move on to the plumbing. We go to the well and draw our first buckets of water. All right, so there's a lot of water here. The water level, I can almost reach it with my arms. This is great news. Not a couple of weeks ago when I first got here, that was like 15, 20 feet down. So yeah, we should be able to get water no problem. So as you can see here, folks, my arms were long enough to reach the water here. I've since been tying the rope onto it and lowering it down old school, but for this first draw, we got lucky and we could just reach right in. So with fresh buckets of water in the reserves and a new cover for the well, we're ready to head inside and start plumbing in a sink. Alrighty folks, we are doing some building in here. Basically we got this utility sink and this one, both with hoses that drain outside, but the mice have chewed right through them. So basically I just cut right above the hole and I'm going to try to move the sink into the corner and rig the fitting back up hopefully and have a good drain, a drainable sink, so I won't have to keep dumping the water outside all the time. All right folks, so I've screwed the two pieces of the fitting together. I'm gonna screw it on here first. Screw it on nice and tight. This is a game changer. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So now we gotta move this over and actually We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees to make that drain as close into the wall as possible, giving us more slack on the outside to get it away from the house. Okay, we got our hose clamp there. Oh yeah, there we go. Feed the slack out there. I'm just gonna do it with my hands until I find the flat screwdriver. Oh, never mind, I can get it. Oh, here we go. Fingers crossed there's no more pinholes in that hose. I think it was just that big major hole that they chewed right through there. All right, time for a test. We're gonna dump some water down it and see if it leaks. Oh, where's that coming from? There are holes in the sink? What the heck is that? All right, we found the culprit, folks. It's broken. This sink is no good. Look at that. Okay, so improvisation 101. We're just gonna let this catch the few drips that are dripping. Most of it goes down the sink. I can fix this later. Right now I got a functioning sink. This is way better. I got a toilet. So I might, because to be honest, I think I could just get some caulking and just seal that up with silicone. All right. Time to seal up this crack. After applying the silicone, we let that baby sit for 24 hours and this gave us time to work on the shower. All right, we got my new shower base. They had one pool left over. There we go. Gotta see if it fits in the bathroom, I don't know. Alrighty, so this is the shower so far. Basically, you just step in and, oops. Hang up your curtain. And then this last one, hook it on here. Make sure it's all in the pool like this. And once my water is all heated up, I just string it up like this, tie it off, and have a shower. All right, folks, so you may have noticed I skipped right over the toilet thing, but that's because I did my own 10-minute review. It's a Reliance Flow and Go 4822, and you can check that out on the YouTube channel for the full scoop on my new toilet. So the bathroom is looking great. Got toilet, fresh water here. The shower's hanging and ready to go. Room temperature, we can just top it up with the boiling water. Then we just basically fold down that tub and rig the curtain up, and we got a shower. And I just switched over to this sink now for just when you're washing your hands. It's a nice little sink. So we just got a thing of well water here, and we got the soap. And I don't have a line for this because the mice chewed through it. So basically it just kind of collects in that bucket down here. And once in a while, I'll just chuck that outside. So fully functioning bathroom, essentially. All right, so this bucket I had just in the middle of the room. It wasn't really even baited hardly, but this is enough for this guy to go for it. So I believe that's 4. I still haven't set this one up since they chewed through the twine, but I'm trying a different method where you just let them kind of creep down and then just fall in. Apparently that works as well. So I'm kind of doing 2 different options here, but this method is definitely working. So another thing I noticed here, when it really got cold, I could feel the cold air just blowing right in here. So it's probably just the door frame's at a level, the camp's on level. So all I really do is give it a push, wedge this cardboard in, and it wedges the door in nice and tight. As you can see, this place is really coming along. We got all kinds of wall art. That's a Drifter original, painted that in Australia. Yeah, it's really looking good in here. Got my New Brunswick flag signed by Gord Downey in Portland, Maine, right on the sail. It says, might be backwards, but it says, "For Kyle and Country." Thanks, Gord Downey, rest in peace. We got rid of the sleeping bag. That was way too hot. So now we got my Drifter Network original blanket that my sister made me for Christmas. This place is really feeling like home. I'm really enjoying it. All right, folks, so that wraps up episode 3. A lot has happened. Probably the most action-packed episode. New sinks, new toilet, new shower. We got the well pumping. Styrofoam on the broken glass door. This place is really coming together. I'm really thankful for the opportunity to come in here and make it my own home for now. It's not everybody's paradise, but look, I'm really happy with what I got. Makes you realize, things like running water that you have in your homes. For me, it's not that easy, but I love the adventure of it, Life's too short to just be boring, So thankful for this place. A lot more to do. We got all kinds more ideas and lots of things to fix up. So thanks for tuning in and stay tuned for episode 4. Folks, if you've been enjoying all the free content on the Drifter Network and you'd like to help support the channel, we've added a PayPal link to the description of the video, and all contributions will go to making more content and helping build the channel. So that would be greatly appreciated. No pressure at all. Keep watching the videos, and thanks for tuning in. Peace.